sports coverage in the NFL brings us to the Midwest. The echoes of the Gallahorn and the Skol chant reverberate inside U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. On the Eagles sideline, it is head coach Nick Sirianni. His guy's been the talk of the league. What a start, 6-0 to begin this campaign. On the other sideline, it is the Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. His guys had the week off last week, so they are, in theory, rested up and ready to get back at it. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
We had a chance to sit down earlier in the week and kind of reflect and visit on last week's game, and he was very clear. He said, listen, it was a bittersweet victory. He goes, I'm happy that we got the job done. I know I made some good plays. He's like, but it's the negative plays that have been kind of gnawing at me all week long. I have to eliminate those because we are not going to win a lot of games if I continue to turn the ball over.
On second down, Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And it's third down.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. Hurts now. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is hard. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. Big time play with Hurts and Brown.
Eagles,
a gain of 48.
It's a gain of 48 yards. First down, Eagles.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
Zone read, and it's a give to Dillon. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal.
Philadelphia.
Here's a run. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Dillon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And ball's coming out to the 35. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
I think if you asked every player around the league, going into the bye week, it is critical that you come in off of the win. It just makes the coaches in better moods. It makes everybody in the building in a better mood. And certainly, it makes your time away from the team a little bit easier. So they've had a long week thinking back to their loss the week before. And hopefully they were able to address a lot of those issues. And they certainly want a different result today.
He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A run. And here's Mason. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
4 yards. And the Vikings first down.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. 20-yard pickup there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Another Vikings first down.
In motion, it's Jefferson.
11-yard line.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Forced out wide. And he will get into the end zone. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to get a stop. They can get this extra point, bring themselves a top ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jackson now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. First play of the drive, and here's Dillon. And a good run there. Will get him 5 yards.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. The 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts going to keep it on the option. A big hole inside the 20. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, shades of college football, old school offense there. They run option, and they pick the right option. The quarterback keeps it for the touchdown.
And the key to defending an option play, Mike, is that every defender executes their specific job. In this case, the defender who was responsible for the quarterback, he completely loses sight of him, and it was all the space the quarterback needed to take it to the house.
His kick is good. Makes the score Eagles 14. Vikings
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
The Vikings
offense, ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A little play action here with McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand.
The ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Jalen Carter. He gets in there to record the sack. Number 16 now on the season. On 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a run, and it's Dillon. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Now Smith gets it coming around. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 4th down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It is a big play for the Eagles. And even 30 yards.
A gain of 30.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. A give. Here's Dillon. And a short pickup down inside the 10.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He's got it at the 3. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 14-7 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They've got third down and less than a yard. They'll run with Dillon. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. Fourth and goal.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on fourth down.
They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And he will not attempt to return. So this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Open man downfield. It's Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 38 yards.
A big play for Minnesota. 38 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
A gain of 5.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's McCarthy. Trying to pitch one forward. It was an option there, but it does fall incomplete. 3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hutchinson.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
17-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. He'll step up and run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn it to a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
The left side, that's caught by Felton. And he's going to be close to the 1st down. Out of bounds, just a little short. We'll need to pick it up on 3rd down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on 4th down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on 3rd down? Disappointing result for them on that one. Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, 1st down.
A run on 1st and goal. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker.
Oh, making defenders look silly out there. On his way into the end zone. Gordon Mason, touchdown Minnesota. That touchdown #1 for him on the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Will Riker now on for the extra point. The kick is good. The Vikings draw closer here. It's 21-14. He kicks this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL. It's the first half of the season, but as you can see, he's already leading the league in passing yardage. A first down throw for Hurts. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. It's second down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Give up the middle to the big back, Dillon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and short, Hurts will throw. And the defense picks him up to stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. And you look out there and you have a mismatch. You have a linebacker or a safety on your running back. He's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It's another go with Dillon, and he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They try to run for it with Dillon. And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. Cam Jurgens, guilty there.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
First down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And the Eagles are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's good.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just toward the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 1, second and goal. Going there, fullback trying to get it. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now from a yard farther back, it's third and goal. Now it's Hurts. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. First touchdown of the game for the man who leads the NFL in TD grabs.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Elliott now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles have doubled their advantage. It is now the 8-14 game.
14.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Vikings offense going to take over just before the half. will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Jalen Carter. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of this first half. In motion, it's Jefferson. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our look across the NFL starts now, and we kick it off with a good one. And it's Puka Nacua. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 52 yards, touchdown. The Rams had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Joe Burrow. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. The Bengals get the hard-fought victory. They win by 2. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs taking on the Raiders. And here goes Isaiah Pacheco. He gets a seal here, and up the alley he goes. This one's at halftime, and it's the Chiefs lead it by a touchdown at the half. There's a look at the rest of the scores from Week 7. Baltimore and Buffalo not pictured. They are on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. There's Kevin O'Connell, NFL Coach of the Year in 2024. His Vikings head back out there. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. On the ground is Mason. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Headed left, buying time.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. Did a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn it to a runner, pick up the first down.
He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama. There for the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Now McCarthy. Rolling right. Off he goes. That's good for 27 and a first down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. the 18-yard line.
He'll run. This is Mason. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Gordon Mason. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Riker, good with the extra point. And the Vikings are back to within 7. It's 28-21. He kicks this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
The Eagles take over first.
The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Gain of 17 yards.
17 yards on that play. First down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Byron Murphy there on the start.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Right back to Dillon. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Clayton Cashman up from the linebacker spot to make the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Here's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. They hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
It goes without saying, like, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over, and you come away with nothing.
On third down, here's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he will score! Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Eagles will extend this third-quarter lead.
Vikings 21.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. There's Kevin O'Connell, NFL Coach of the Year in 2024. His Vikings head back out there. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's close to a 1st down. A gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 yards.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
First down.
In motion, it's Jefferson.
43-yard line.
A run. And here's Mason. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Rolling to the left. He's going to keep it himself. And McCarthy is going to get down and pick up the 1st down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J.
Vikings, 1st down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw. His pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. To the pylon, he's pinned. Jordan Addison, touchdown Minnesota. That is second TD catch of the season.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and it's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Jackson now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
First and 10.
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. First play of the drive, and here's Joe. He'll get this ahead for about 3. God would tell us they're on the tackle.
That's 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 7. To throw is Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 20.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
It's a gain.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
That's taken in right side by Goddard. He's got room to roam. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Here's a run. And he'll take this one in. A.J. Dillon. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead.
42. Vikings 28. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll begin with first and 10. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. He'll get to the edge, but unsuccessfully stopped there for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the great jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Middle, and it's complete to Felton. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
14 yards. And the
14 on the
first
pickup.
down.
First down, Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
10. Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Mason to start the fourth. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Let's go. 60.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20.
The throw, it's McCarthy. On a short one taken by Hawkinson. And he will score. Game on. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who also scored throughout the league.
Score game as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back A.J. Dillon making their way back out there. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. From the 35, it's first and 10. Now Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The 35-yard line.
Now Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. It's number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. First and 10.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock.
And they'll take this down inside 35.
4 yards.
These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Philadelphia.
Now Smith gets it coming around. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A very short game. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. And it's 3rd down. Hurts will try it again. That's taken in by Brown. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the 1st down.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
Again, here's Dillon. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
The tackle on Isaiah Rodgers. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. And the Vikings 19-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one swung out wide to Shipley. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's the big back, Dillon. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Now it's Dillon. He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Will Shipley. Touchdown, Eagles. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Vikings 35. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Vikings offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Brandon Graham getting in there and drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 17.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and long.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Here's McCarthy. They'll get this out quickly to Addison. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
It's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over. over on down.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. And no surprise, this team thrives and they move the ball through the air. And again, they have been sharp in this one.
And an Eagles first down. First and goal.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. To the goal line and in. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles tack on one more to their lead.
Eagles 56, Vikings 35. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Hold it ready. Shut up.
Throwing on first and 10 is McCarthy. And no turnover here. One of the Cards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up second and 18 at the 22-yard
Throwing
line.
on second down is McCarthy. Forced to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4.
Brings up third down.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. They get 16 on that connection. It'll be a Vikings first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Now McCarthy. This one caught by Felton. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Brings up second and 1 at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
And the Vikings first down.
They'll get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds remaining to play.
Go!
McCarthy to the air on second down. That's caught by Chandler. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? This pass, right side. Going to be caught by Allison. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. It separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. And this is gonna be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Riker now to add the extra point. It's up and good. The Vikings are able to edge a bit closer. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. On first and 10, here's Gordon. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Hurts down to a knee, and that will wrap this one up. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.